Yeah, hi there, and these comments, I'm going to just use your initials, AA, and you completed one of my integrated speaking practice tests in my online TOEFL course called the 7-Step System to Pass the TOEFL IBT. And what I want to do now is I'm going to go ahead and listen to it and give it a score. And I think I also need to translate that into a grade because you're also one of my students at California State University, San Bernardino in the English language program. So let's see if I can find this one. Okay, here it is. I'm going to just put your syllabus up right now so I can also take a look at that. Okay, so integrated speaking. All right, so you say...
In this lecture, the speaker talks about the glacier formation process. First, when enough snow...
Okay, first of all, you got a good introduction which exactly explains the topic of the lecture. This is a very difficult lecture, a lot of conceptually dense information.
Means in one area, year-round, it converts into ice.
Okay.
And every year, new layers of snow form and compress the previous layers.
I like how you're making a conscious effort to vary your tone. That's good.
Second, the compression forces the snow to recrystallize, which forms the grains. These grains are similar in size and shape to grains of sugar.
Exactly.
Third, the snow slowly increases in density through an accumulation of layers with a small number of air pockets. Fourth, after about 2 winters, the snow converts into firm, an intermediate state between snow
And say the word converts. The snow converts into firm.
and the glacier ice, and the snow becomes half dense as water. Finally,
Let's
the
go
ice
back to what you just said there. Hold
becomes
on.
so compressed that almost no air
For a minute.
between snow and the glacier ice, and the snow becomes half dense as...
You want to say half as dense as water. So when you're making that comparison, you need to use as. Half as dense as water.
water. Finally, the ice crystal layers become so compressed that almost no air pocket between them.
Okay.
The glacier takes up.
Now let's go back. Let's make sure you have a subject in there. Hold on.
Finally, the ice crystal layers become so compressed that almost no air pocket between them.
No. You want to say the air pockets become so compressed so that there are almost no air pockets between them. So I would say so that there are almost no. So you need a subject and a verb in that last idea. So that's a language use error.
The glacier takes over 100 years to be formed, and the weight of the glacier becomes so heavy that it's begun to move downhill due to the forces of gravity.
Exactly.
This
Okay, so what do we got here? Let's take a look at the rubrics and figure out where you will score here. So I think it's a good speech. I think overall you're making a lot of good improvements with your delivery. You speak very clearly, fairly fluently. It's not difficult to understand what you're saying. Even someone who's not used to the lecture, they should have a pretty good idea based on your summary about how glaciers are formed. Language use. You had really that one problem near the end of the speech where you didn't have a verb in there, so you have maybe 1 or 2 problems within the response. Overall, though, you're showing good control of both your language use and also your grammar. Topic development, very strong. You had a nice, coherent organization. You actually did give all of the appropriate information from the lecture to help explain the idea. So the question is, you didn't change the meaning of any important information. You did not leave out any important information. So I think you did a pretty good job with that. All right, so overall, I think you're going to score in the 3 range. I'm going to put you at 3.5 out of 4. That puts you at about 27 points out of 30 on the TOEFL IBT, right? Now, for the purposes of our class, I know you want to have a grade here. I need to put that in there. So your grade here, 3.5 on the speaking. This is going to translate into a score of 99%. So very nicely done on your part.